Xenoverse 2 does it again. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has shaken up the Dragon Ball gaming world again and has reasserted its dominance as the top Dragon Ball game with the release of DLC Pack 11 and the confirmation of the Supreme Kai of Time Chronoa as a playable character in a DLC pack. We've also got this mysterious side character that looks like Par, who's going to end up being a pointless NPC character that nobody cares about, but we also have the mystery of who's going to be that remaining DLC character that gets released alongside the Supreme Kai of Time Chronoa. Now, if we look at the past of Xenoverse 2, we know that there's another character to be released. We've always, at the bare minimum, have gotten 2 characters per DLC release. At the most, we've gotten 4, sometimes we get 3, but it's always at the bare minimum that we get 2 characters per DLC. So who is going to be that remaining character that joins Chronoa in DLC Pack 11? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about in today's video. Before I get on all of that, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, enable all notifications for this video to get all the content, information, entertainment, and news for anime and anime games like Dragon Ball, Xenoverse 2, Fighters, Jump Force, My Hero Academia, and all that great stuff. The quality is in the name itself, perfection, and let's jump right into it. So, right off the bat, we have different information that we can look at that gives us the identity of that remaining character. Now let's look at Super Soul's Conton City Radio and other hints and clues that have been left in Xenoverse 2. It's of course things that have gone on as of late that tells us the identity of that character. Now, let's look at Conton City Radio. We have different voices of characters, some of which that don't currently appear in the game. And they only take the time to add characters that are super relevant to Xenoverse 2 and that are either going to be future characters or are already currently characters in the game. So we can look at Baby being featured, Chronoa being featured. For some random reason, Zarbon and Jidoria had their segments on Conton City Radio. But there's a particular character, a cutesy wootsy character by the name of Kale, that had her time on Conton City Radio. I think you know who's going to be that DLC character. Now, we have the official voice actor for the Japanese recording of Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball joining and lending her voice to Kale in Xenoverse 2. So I can't imagine them necessarily wasting the time to have the official voice actor for Kale come in and record voice lines for something as simple as a voiceover for Conton City Radio. But it gets even more curiouser and curiouser when you look at more evidence and facts. Now let's look at what's going on right now with the raids and content releases for Xenoverse 2. Let's look at the fact that we have a bunch of superfluous Broly raids going on right now, with the content releases being Kefla's wig and different items that have no reason to be released right now. Like really, we're inching closer and closer to the release of DLC Pack 11, but we're releasing Kefla's wig, we're having Broly-centric raids. Like, isn't that a little bit curious to you? Doesn't that stir some suspicion in you? But let's look at the past, right? Back in DLC Pack 7, with the release of Kefla, we also have the Kale Super Soul. Now, Super Souls by themselves aren't necessarily a guarantee that a character is going to appear in a game by itself, but when you combine it with all this different information that I've just given you, it's the perfect storm scenario for Kale to come in and be a full-fledged character for Xenoverse 2. I mean, right now, we have the release of Broly's outfit being in the game, randomly. I mean, we already have one outfit for Broly. Now we're getting the armored version, and we know the correlation between Kale and Broly. Both of them are quiet, reserved characters, whereas Broly changes when he transforms and becomes this wild child type of beast destroyer type of character. And just so happens, right on DLC 11, you choose to release his armor in the game. Now, I don't think it's a chance we're going to get Fury Broly in the game right now. I mean, he just did release for Dragon Ball Fighters, so I think it's a little too soon to expect him, especially with everything that's going on, you know, legally at Funimation. So I don't think that certain people are going to come back, and I think it would just be too awkward for new voices to come in with, you know, old voices and all that clashing going on. So I think this is the best time for Kale to come in with a shock edition. We have the perfect storm for her to come in and do so. We have the voice actor, we have the super soul, we have all this other stuff going on, and I believe that Kale is going to be that remaining DLC character for Xenoverse 2. So use the comment section down below to let me know what you think. Of course, I'd be your perfect being. Of course, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.